we have got our entire route up and ready which we have built so far, and the following route is exclusively responsive. If I make it small, all of the data shrinks and expands accordingly. Hey there, welcome back. In the last tutorial we have built the following screen of our landing page which is completely animated and responsive. In this video we are going to build the login view of our application and similarly the sign up view. So without any further delay, let's get started. So first of all, let's go under our landing view, and here under our landing sidebar, on pressing over the following button we should be able to navigate to our next screen. So here let's add a navigator dot of the following context, and here I will be simply add a push name to a new route, and the route shall be nothing but simply a login route for now. And under our login view we need to create a following. So for that purpose, first of all let's have a background color, body to our scaffold. So under my body I will be having a body under my center. So under my center let's have a new child, and under my column first of all let's have main axis alignment for a start one, similarly a cross axis alignment for a start, and after that we should be requiring all of our children. So our first child will be nothing but simply a spacing from top. So for that I will be using vertical size box of size 1, and after that I should be requiring an icon of Twitter. So for that purpose let's do one thing, go back under our landing widgets and let's copy our following Twitter icon. So after having this thing, if you observe our image, we should be requiring some spacing and the text of login under Twitter. So for that purpose, first of all let's have a vertical size box, and also I should be requiring a new text, and for text let's go back under our landing widgets and let's copy our following text and paste it here. But here instead of this I will be adding log into Twitter. Let's have a different headline of a headline 4, and also let's have some more spacing. So for more spacing I will be using a size box of 3 and also here a size box of 2. So after having the following text, let's have somewhat more size box from downside, and after that if you check our entire image we should be requiring the following credential box. So for that purpose what we can really do is go under our logging view, and here I will be creating a new, so under this I will be creating a new stateless widget, will be nothing but simply credential box. Easy. Let's import our following container from material.dart, and under our container first of all let's have some defined width of 400 and also a defined height of 400. We should be requiring all of our children under our container, which will be under a column. So under my column let's have all the children. Now if you observe our image we should be requiring the following text field which has all the borders. So for that purpose what I can really do is create a custom text field. So for that purpose I will be writing here custom. So under my text field first of all we should be requiring a controller, and for adding some manual controllers I will be adding here a final text editing controller to be a text editing controller. Let's add a constant constructor for it. Now the following property of controller is going to be necessary, so I will be writing here required. Also let's add a semicolon. Now once we have done this, let's copy our text editing controller and paste here. After that we should be requiring a property of obscure text, and for that purpose I will be adding one more parameter here which will be a boolean of hide text, just like this. And after this I will be copying my following piece of line, and here after adding the following required flag I can say this dot hide text. Let's add the obscure text here, and after this we should be requiring some default text style to our entire text field. So for that purpose let's add theme dot of the following context, and here let's add text theme. Let's check our text theme one more time. So under our text theme we should be requiring here a text theme of body text 1. So let's go back and paste the following body text here. Cool. So after having the following text style, let's have somewhat decoration to our entire text field. So under decoration we should be requiring some input decoration, and under my input decoration first of all let's have a hint text. Now under our hint text what we can really do is add some manual text. So for that purpose let's add a new string which will be a hint text, just like this, and also I can add a required flag to our following hint text as well. So here we should be writing this. So let's copy our hint text and paste it here. So after having our hint text we should be requiring some hint style. So for that purpose I should be writing here hint style, and here for having that hint style let's copy the following thing and paste it here. Alright, let's go back under our text style and let's add a suitable text style. Now we should be requiring here a text style of adding. So let's copy our headline 3 and paste it here instead of body text 1, and here we are going to be requiring a new border which will be a new, or a small new, and here it will be a new outline input border, just like this. So once we have got our entire decoration, what I can really do is copy our text field, and under our credential box after having somewhat spacing from top let's have somewhat spacing, So once we have our text field, let's copy our text field and paste it here. But here first of all, let's have our hide text property to be false under entering the credentials of the user under phone, number or username. And after that, it should be requiring some hint text. And under our hint text, if you observe our image, it will be phone, email or username. And after that, it should be requiring a new property which will be text editing controller. So let's create a new text editing controllers which will be at the top. So here let's have our final email controller. Let's copy the following piece of line from this side, paste it here. But it should be requiring here a password controller, just like this. So under our text field, let's have our text editing controller, which will be nothing but simply our email controller for the first glance. So once we have our text field here, we should be requiring some more spacing. So here let's have a spacing of size box of 2, and let's copy our following text field and paste it here. But first of all, under a case of password, we should be having our obstacle text to be true. Also, let's have a new password controller here. And once we have done everything from this side, if you observe our image, we should be requiring some spacing between our button and the following text field. So for that purpose, let's copy our vertical size box of size 2, and here let's create a new button. But you know what, under my buttons folder, that is file, I already have a following login button. So let's copy our following login button and paste it here. Now don't worry, you will be getting the following login button if you have copied the following boilerplate code. And under our login button, first of all, it should be requiring the property of border color, button color and button text. And after that, it should be requiring a property of on press, which will be null for now. So here let's have a spacing of size box 3, and also we should be requiring the following text here, just like this. But you know what, under our following text, it should be requiring a rich text so that the following sign up for Twitter button will be pressable. So for that purpose, I'm gonna be having here a new rich text, and under our text, it should be under type of a text pan. So under our text pan, let's have all the children. The children shall be under type of a text pan, just like this. So first of all, we should be having our first text pan. So under this text pan, let's have all the text. Now the text, if you observe, will be nothing but simply forgot password, a question mark. I guess there is a question mark. Cool, there isn't, or okay, there is a question mark. And after this, we should be requiring somewhat styling to it. So under this styling, we should be having the following styling of headline 6. And after having the following text pan, we should be adding one more text pan here, just right here. But here it should be adding a different text of sign. So once we have got our everything, let's stop our entire process and let's hot reload our entire application once. But before hot reloading our entire application, let's go under our login view, and here let's get the following credential box, just like this. Format document first. So now once we have got everything up and ready, let's try it out. So for trying it out, you can press F5 and reload our entire application over Google Chrome. Let's wait for it. Alright, our application is loaded and we can see our entire thing here. But you know what, we have done with the following thing here. We need to add the following route. Let's check it out what is happening wrong. Alright, so we haven't provided our landing route. So let's do one thing, that is copy a following piece of line from this side and paste it here. But here I can do one thing, that is add a login route. So here let's say login view, not a route, because it is a following view. Okay, let's call the following view, and here I am going to be copying my following landing route, that is login route, and paste it here. Let's try it out. Alright, so after adding the following key value pair under our routes, we have got our entire route up and ready which we have built so far. And the following route is exclusively responsive. If I make it small, all of the data shrinks and expands accordingly. So in this way, we have successfully built the sign up part of our application. So now let's go for building the login view of our application. Now don't worry, the login view shall be exactly the same. The only thing that will be different is nothing but simply about entering some different credentials, that is username, his different email and also a password. So to make that thing happen, first of all, let's go under our views, and here I will be creating a new view known as sign up view. Alright, sign up view, easy. And here I will be creating a new file which will be our base file of sign up view. So under our base file, what I can really do is creating a new stateless widget. But instead of creating everything from scratch, let's copy our following login view and paste it here. But here it will be having a different name of sign up view, and here let's have a different thing of sign up for Twitter, just like this. Now let's go under our credential box. Let's do one thing, let's copy the entire credential box thing from this side, and let's go under our sign up view file, that is folder, and create a new sign up widgets. let's paste everything here. But here let's add some different thing of sign up credential box, just like this, and everything will be the same. But you know what, here we will be having one more controller which will be about a name controller. So here let's add a new name controller because we need a unique username for the user. So once we have built the following thing, what we can really do is go back under our sign up view. Alright, let's remove the things which are not important for now. This one and this one, easy. So now once we are done with the following changes, let's add the following sign up credential box. Let's import the following piece of line, easy. So once we have done the following thing, what we can really do is for now, after typing over sign up on Twitter, we should be able to go to the next screen. That thing will be quite overrated, so I will be doing one thing, that is have one more rich text thing. So let's remove our following this thing from this side and convert our rich text under a row, just like this. And under our row, let's copy our rich text and paste it here. But here I will be simply saying here is sign up for Twitter, easy. Let's remove everything from this side, and here onto our rich text we can refactor it under a gesture detector. So here let's say gesture detector, and here we shall be adding our property of on tap, and on tapping over it we should be able to navigate our user to the next screen of sign up view. So here let's say navigator dot of the following context, and we can simply push the following user to a name route of sign up route, easy. And once we are done with the following changes, let's go under our routes, and here we should be adding one more route. So let's copy this and paste it here. But here we should be adding our sign up view. So let's add a sign up view, and also should be copying my sign up route from this side and paste it here. Once we have done this, let's press the following thing and press Ctrl and S. Let's try it out, opening it. Let's hot restart our entire application once. Let's check it out. So now let's do one thing, that is go under our login view widgets. Or it's not this one, let's go under our login view widgets, and here under our row we can add a property of main axis alignment under a center. So here let's add everything in center, add a comma, format document first. Let's hot restart our entire application once, and now let's check it up. Cool, so now you can see we are getting navigated to our next screen, which is sign up for Twitter. And if I make it big, everything will be under center. So congratulations, we have done a great job. So now we need to do one thing, that is add some text field under our credential box. So for doing that thing, let's go under our sign up view, and here let's go under our credential box, and we need one more credential box. So let's copy everything from this side, paste it here, and here we should be adding only username. So let's add a username which is going to be unique, just like this. And also here it should be only requiring phone or email. So let's add phone or email. And also if I go it down, we should be adding a log into Twitter, just like this. And we should be removing the following thing of forgot password, cause the user is signing for the first time, that is signing up for first time. And here we should be adding here, instead of login, sign up. Press Ctrl and S. Let's hot restart our entire application once. Cool, so now you can see we will be getting the following screen, which looks quite amazing. So in this way we have successfully built our entire sign up view and also login view of our application. So if you love this tutorial, please hit that like button. So I will see you in the next one, where we will be building the backend part of our authentication. Till then, have a good day. Goodbye.